Here's my summary of the news headlines found on the websites of Cable News Network or CNN and the Washington Post newspaper. As always, I declare that I do not intend to infringe on any copyrights. On November the 6th, 2018, the crucial and hotly contested midterm elections were held in the United States. Midterm meaning between two presidential elections. At stake were all 435 seats in the United States House of Representatives, 35 seats out of 100 in the United States Senate, and 36 governorships out of 50. Still, if I remember correctly, 10 states hold their gubernatorial elections simultaneously with the presidential elections, and then there are two states, Louisiana and another one, if I remember correctly, that still hold, Virginia and Louisiana, if I remember correctly, that hold their gubernatorial elections in odd-numbered years. According to the projections, Democrats have either 220 or 222 seats out of 435 secured in the United States House of Representatives. Republicans have at least 193, and there are still between 10 and 12 too close to call elections. In the United States Senate, however, the Republicans have already secured assuredly 51 seats. The Democrats have 45 seats, and then there are still 4 seats apparently in doubt. As a result of these gubernatorial elections, the Democrats, the number of Democratic governors in January 2019 will increase to 22, while the Republicans have 25 governors, and then 3 governors belong to, one governor is an independent, if I remember correctly, and then there are apparently still 2 gubernatorial elections which are too close to call. Well, since the Republicans will keep their Senate majority and indeed will somewhat expand it, they may have as many as 55 senators starting in January 2019. It will be absolutely impossible for even the most fiercely partisan Democrats to remove President Trump from office, even if they managed to carry with the narrow Democratic majority in the United States House of Representatives 1 or more articles of impeachment. All of those articles of impeachment would definitely fail in the United States Senate, because a great majority of the Republican senators would vote to keep Trump in office, and a minimum of 67 senators are needed to remove the president or another high federal official, such as a cabinet officer or a United States Supreme Court justice, assuming that all the 100 senators are present. To put it alternatively, if at least 34 senators show up and vote against an article of impeachment or all the articles of impeachment, then either the United States president or vice president or another high federal public official will stay in power. Democrats plan to launch probes of Trump, but leaders are wary of impeachment already because the Democrats are still in the minority and now will be, as of January 2019, in a smaller minority in the Senate. Despite the Republicans' upcoming loss of control in the United States House of Representatives, President Trump claims that the midterm elections were a big victory for his party. So neither party can claim that it was the big winner, because it wasn't. Conservatives now wonder if transactional Trump might leave them in the cold. Trump readies for his re-election campaign in 2020 with no plans to change his approach. A record number of women were elected to the United States Congress, mostly as Democrats, and many of them were first-time candidates. Let's look at this. Rare color photos show the reality of First World War. Designers behind Yellowstoner Revolution. Your grandma may be old, but that doesn't mean you will be. First violence in months in key Yemen port city. Children freed after kidnapping from school. Boeing issues operational manual to airlines following Lion Air crash. Opposition leader facing 22-year prison sentence. Obscene books at Oxford University. Stinky fruit grounds passenger plane. European Union recalls Tanzania ambassador. Word of the year for 2018 announced. Endemic knife crime among British youths.